Illinois,
Hmm.
UConn, man, who you got and why? Why would you pick UConn over Illinois, or why would you pick Illinois over UConn?
I think that Illinois has had a really good run, and I like the way that they play basketball. I like the way that they are consistent in what they're doing, and this team is, like you said, they're steady. And we're seeing what we're seeing in the Final Four now. We're seeing programs that have really good systems, and that if they can just stay the course, that they can get back into any game that
Hey,
they're
hold on,
in.
wait. Say it again. They have really good what?
Systems.
I don't think people understand how important that is, fam.
Right,
Oh
right.
my God.
It's so important to have a system. Well, we talk about it all the time, culture, but like in terms of basketball, actually playing, having a system, because when you have a system, when things get shaky, you know what to go back to. Okay, we got to
Exactly.
settle down. Okay, we got to run our stuff. Or we got to play the right way. You know where your area is. When you don't, when you're just playing all over the place, you have nothing to go back to.
Yep.
Things can unravel and you never regain that ground and then you lose a game.
Keep the main
So,
thing the main thing.
and with saying that is you saw UConn in that Duke game, they were down, I believe down the stretch of that game about 15 and they came
Yep.
back. But it was because of their system. Hurley is really he's a beast when it comes to the offensive end and how they execute and they run their plays and they run their different actions to double staggers away, dribble handoffs, cross screens, away screens, all this stuff. And I think that's why they were able to overcome. And then they just, found ways to get it done on the defensive ends and finally found a way to get some stops versus Duke. And I think that it's going to all come down to I think UConn is just too good on both sides of the basketball. And I just think that Illinois, they're going to have to really, really shoot the ball really well to beat UConn. And I just think that ultimately UConn is going to win. I think that UConn is going to move on to play in the national championship game. On the other side, it's the toughest decision ever with Arizona, Michigan. Like I said, I'm gonna be biased, and I'm gonna roll with Arizona, but Michigan is scary, man. Michigan is scary because if you look at their last game, beating a really good Alabama team by 13 points, and before that, they blew out St. Louis, and then in the first round they easily beat Howard, of course. But Michigan is a scary team. Like
They really
you,
are.
you mentioned a big fella that they have, a Dave Mari, this big 7'3" Spaniard, big, he's like a little Paul Gasol. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So very skilled. And he's just a beast, man. And I just think that Michigan is well coached. Like first of all, shout out to Coach May for Michigan. He's another one, man. We're seeing like I'm in heaven right now because we're coaches. Like we're
Oh yeah.
seeing some really good coaches, man. And it's getting to the point now. Coach T Flesh 500. I don't want to see none of them lose, but
Yeah, big facts.
unfortunately, that's just what it is.
And that's
And
what make the tournament so beautiful, fam.
yeah, yeah, no doubt, no question about it. Because now we got to see them really bring their best out, just like their players going to do the same. But ultimately, man, I would love to see Arizona move on. Like they're a tough team, man. They're loaded at every spot, and they just got a really good team and a real balanced team, man. And I just think that ultimately we're going to see Arizona and UConn in the championship, and I'm going to pick Arizona because I want the national championship to move back to the West Coast where it hasn't been in a long time.